1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. That's a line. Twist.
Breida, he'll try the right side. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They'll run here with John Kelly. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go counter with Breida. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll run on first down. Callum, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Breida. A good red zone run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, exit.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's James. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Stafford here. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Hey, easy.
To throw is Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The penalty set him back. Now a big play moves him forward. It's 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, pick your game up. Hey, 22. 58, boy, 58, 58, Mike. Hey,
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They're going to be stopped up on his 1st down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Eluding the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Well, let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage, but in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Stay 50, stay 50. Switch. Like 7. Shift. Watch the shift. Smooth.
Now it's Stafford. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 27, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Switch. Attack.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
20, 59. Pull it together. Check. Check 3.
From the 50, it's Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 51, Mike 22. Easy. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. I'm coming.
Here's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alpha.
Stafford on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford. Left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there for KC. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
15, Mike, 15. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 50, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I got it.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Set. Kill it, 20. Double right.
From the end zone, Stafford. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
15.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now here's Here's Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Kelly on the toss. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. John Kelly in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically what they're doing is
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, but now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Stafford. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a fourth down. Instead, P.I. gives him the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here's Breida. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Matt Breida with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 yards on the play, first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
Hey, seam 6.
On first down, it's Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down, Stafford, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A carry now for McKissick.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Last set, 280. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, easy. Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
James has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
The Chiefs' 14-yard line.
Ready, 280. Alert. Defense, our time. It's our time. Show it.
They'll go again with McKissick. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Elijah Lee there to make the stop defensively.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spot?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Mahomes now to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. To throw again on second down. Stafford, throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Stafford now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Anthony Hitchens, second in the AFC in tackles last year, there to bring him down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
43-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Hey. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Again, it's Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
58, right? Easy, easy. Stay 50, stay 50. 32. Check 3, check 3.
To throw on 3rd down. Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Easy, alert. Check 52. Hey. Hey, 58 is
Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 32 on the play. They'll run with McKissick. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. J.D. McKissick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Prater for the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give coming right is Breida. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check. 40's mine. 40's the mine. 40's the mine. Let's go, D.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags.
Let's go, baby.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They'll toss it to Breida. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. He's back to throw. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, they're